So really important to keep your gut happy, healthy.
Gut happy, healthy. And so one of the things that we're talking about nutrition, whole food, and whole foods even can have trouble for certain people. We haven't talked about lectins, which are in a lot of grain-based products.
Yes.
Even though we hear that, being a vegetarian, being vegan can be very good for you. There's no doubt about it. But many people can be sensitive to lectins that are on the coating, the outer skin of like a kidney bean or a lentil or something. So one of the things, it's hard to figure out what is right for your body.
Right.
And what is not so good for your body. A few years ago, I was developing a skin rash. I never had eczema in my life. I was getting it on my knees, I was getting it on my elbows. And I was trying to do this to see what foods I was sensitive to. I couldn't quite figure it out. So what I did is I did a 1-month reset. So it's called an elimination-based diet. So for 1 month, I still ate plenty of good, healthy food, but I got rid of sugar, which we know causes inflammation. I got rid of these nightshades, so potatoes, peppers, tomatoes, and eggplants. I got rid of grains because they contain lectins. And I got rid of dairy because many people we know have dairy sensitivities. So for 1 month, John, I did this. I took some supplements, like a lot of probiotics during that time, an amino acid, a healthy protein called glutamine, and my skin was healed after that month.
With no medicine at all?
With no medicine. So in that doing, I've been with many of my patients, they've seen benefit. I'll share a story. I had a patient on Tuesday, and she has Crohn's. And I said, have you ever looked at your diet and what might be causing a problem? And I said, gluten is often a big trouble for many, many people. Even if you're non-celiac, you can have something called non-celiac gluten sensitivity. And I said, why don't you give it a try? So even though your blood test doesn't show that you're sensitive to gluten, let's just try listening to your body. Let's see what your body does, okay? And she was real skeptical, but she said to me the other day, Dr. Keenan, she said, I started out for 2 weeks, and she said, this was so hard. But she said, after that, I felt so good.
Wow.
I felt so wonderful. My bowel was improving. My skin was feeling better. I wasn't having aches and pains, and my mind was getting more clear.
Really?
And then she had an episode where she went out and had some gluten, and she saw all those symptoms come back into her body again.
Oh.
So she was able to do this because she allowed her body to reset, and then she listened to her body's response to foods.